The reality is they're going to do what they need to do to survive.
It happens in playgrounds. It happens in larger mall. If you're going fishing, you'll go where the fish are.
Our goal is really to hold the men, the traffickers, accountable for what they're doing to these victims. Traffickers are master manipulators. They're master manipulators, so they're going to target the girls. They're going to slowly begin to basically get ready to exploit them. And these women and girls that are vulnerable to this, they don't necessarily have the defense mechanisms that you and I might have in order to stop that from happening.
So what happens is, it starts very naively. The girls would think they are in relationship or in love with this young man, and ultimately sold into this industry.
The trafficker may present the victim with a financial burden, and then that's how it starts. Then after that is the traumatization, all the trauma that goes along with that young lady being abused by the Johns.
So all youth that enter the homeless shelter here, they're considered vulnerable adults. Some of our youth have had to sleep with people or do things that they've not necessarily wanted to do. Because of, it's a survival. It's cold outside. Somebody offers you a nice warm bed and some food, and you might not receive money, but you just live through another night. It's scary for all homeless youth when they walk out the doors because we don't know what's going to happen. Our approach is, we're really harm reduction. Give them the numbers that they need. Put this in your phone. Let's make an emergency card and slip it in your shoe in case something happens so that you have a way out. It's your choice, and we will support you however you can, because sometimes not listening to your pimp can be very dangerous.
General public thinks it happens in a faraway country, foreign land, like Nepal or Mexico, Taiwan, Philippines. But the reality is, it happens right here in Twin Cities, right here in Minnesota, in your backyard.
When we think of labor trafficking, it's easiest just to think of somebody being forced to work under conditions that are pretty poor.
International population, they have important roles in their community. Due to the economic difficulties, political instability, or just wanting to better life, those individuals are leaving their home country. So when they get here, their documents are seized by the traffickers, so they don't have the voice, and they are more prone to be exploited because they don't have, again, the right avenue to ask for help. After a few months, the case was transferred to us, and that's where we started to work with him with a wide range of services, from mental health, physical health, to finding him a housing, individualized case management. And one of his biggest things was, how do I bring my family together?
Después de eso, pues me ayudaron, en el presente me están ayudando con la reunificación familiar. Actualmente trabajo en una compañía de imprenta donde se corta y se pinta papel. Sí, ahorita ya declaré mis impuestos de 2 años, me tocó declararlo, porque solamente con ellos pude conseguir lo que he conseguido hoy en día.
The partnership we have is extremely important to us because they can provide services that we as law enforcement officers cannot.
We have wonderful resources and we try to connect them as soon as possible. A lot of the youth who come in here, they want more. They want to survive. They want to move forward in their life, going to school, going to college, and seeing if they can just choose a different route.
So community members have a larger role to able to identify some of the signs and symptoms. You have a young girls with an older adult, or you have a labor exploitation. You see the roofers are working in long hours. It's snowing or it's raining, but yet they continue to work.
If anybody comes across a trafficking situation, the best thing they can do is report it to the police. It's important for us to continue to educate the community, to continue to create awareness around the issue.
Overall approach is to how do we acclimate our client, our victims into mainstream society through collective effort within the community.
A trafficking victim carries around those scars with them for the rest of their life. If we can reach out to these victims earlier on in the process, or if we can prevent trafficking from happening before it even starts, then we're doing our job.
In order to really combat human trafficking on larger scales, we need to have effective training, we need to have effective resources for the victims, we need to have effective training to the community at large, and really understanding that human dignity matters.